Okay, like most sections, the first section of a chapter is usually the easiest. This one, we're just going to learn vocabulary of circles. Several of these terms you've seen before. Radius, diameter, those kinds of things. Some of them you haven't. So a line that goes through a circle at 2 points is called a secant line. A secant line. It actually is a line, and it cuts through a circle at 2 points. Okay? A piece of a secant line that is a chord, okay, is actual finite points on the circle. So a chord is a secant line, but it terminates on the circle. It doesn't go all the way through. So that's kind of the difference between a secant and a chord. A secant is a line that goes all the way through. A chord is a truncated secant line. Okay? The point of tangency and the tangent line. So the tangent line will touch a circle at 1 point. We're going to learn some information about tangent lines next section, but for now you just need to know the tangent line intersects a circle at 1 point, and that's called the point of tangency. Okay, circles are named by their center letter, whatever that letter is. So if I go to the actual textbook here. This circle would be called circle A, because A is the letter that's at the center of the circle. Okay. A couple of other pieces of information that were presented in this section are circles that have common tangent lines. They may be concentric circles. Concentric circles are circles that are inside of circles. If they touch, they will be tangent at that point of tangency. If they're concentric circles that don't touch, they don't have a shared tangent line. Okay. There's also ways for circles that are not concentric to have common tangent lines. These are two examples where you have a tangent line that actually touches each circle at 1 point. So that tangent line is tangent to two circles, but those two circles don't touch. Okay. So the first set of circles here, they're called tangent circles. Second set are concentric. Third set would be congruent circles. If they have the same radius, they are congruent circles. That's the only measurement you need to have equal is the radius for them to be congruent. If you didn't watch this video, it does a good job of going through all of those vocabulary words. And then the rest, when you are doing the big ideas, really they're just wanting you to identify what parts of the circle are. Okay? This is, again, the easiest section of the chapter. Tomorrow we'll get into what tangent and secants mean in a circle. But for today, you really just need to know this vocabulary. Okay? Questions on that? Those of you that took the test, I haven't handed them back yet. For the most part, I had some good scores. And I am not going to go through it in class. I do have a video of me going through it. If any of you want to retake it, I can email that video to you. Or you can always come in and sit down and work with me on it too. Okay? We'll move on. I'm very pleased actually with Chapter 8. It went much better this year than it's ever gone for me. I haven't had to go back and really reteach. Yeah, I think so. And we did extra practice problems, and so I think that helped. And hopefully everybody's feeling pretty, I mean, if you got a question on the ACT that asked you to find an angle or find a side, you feel hopefully with SOHCAHTOA pretty comfortable. We might do a review of your 30, 60, 90, and 45, 45, 90 triangles before the test, because there will be definitely questions on there that'll review will help you with. But the stuff you learned in Chapter 8 will definitely raise your math ACT score. So that's really good. Okay, that's it for today. Actually, I'll go through the textbook check. Let's do that. Quizzes. Actually, I think I have it open already. Okay. In the figure above, line BD is called What is that line called? BD. A secant line. Yep. In the diagram above, what point is considered a point of tangency? H. That's where this line touches the circle. That's the only place. It's point H. So this is a tangent line, BJ, BH, however you want to call it. H is the point of tangency. Circles are similar. Always, never, sometimes. Always. Circles are always similar. It's almost like asking, is an equilateral triangle or equilateral triangle always similar? Yes. They may have shorter lengths. They may have smaller diameters in this case, but they're always will be similar. In the diagram above, KH is called a, KH is right here, a chord. And then how many videos? 2. And that is it.